no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Longhorns ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Alabama's offense will go to work first. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game, because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with a guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
And the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
Guys, let's chat about Alabama. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week one.
Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Got his man quickly. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Rolls it in.
Fucking kidding me?
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets it out fast. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Tide. They're on the board first here in the season opener. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Longhorns offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Let's talk about Alabama. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation.
Touchdown, Alabama! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Longhorns want to move quickly. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the RPO, complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Working that left side now. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area, throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Takes the easy completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And now on 2nd down for this offense. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They're looking for an advantage to the right. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Crimson moments of time will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the... breaks into the open. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Go straight ahead. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! The offense cashing it in on that drive. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jamison. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun. Wants to pass. He's open on the right. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Tide with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got him. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On target. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his tight end. Oh, there's the ball. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Turning it on. Going the other way, and he takes it all the way back. Oh, what a way to finish the half, and what a disastrous way for this offense.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Texas offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down.
Oh, what a move to get room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Looking left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Setting up the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Catch in the middle, it's Jamison. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He'll take a deep shot here. Brings it in down the left side. Hits the crease. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer. There he goes. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. They use the jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for space. It's Allison. He has the first and still on his feet. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage. A shot toward the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on first and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now It's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Right on the money. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Longhorns are on the move.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's first and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Texas! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some...
Oh, he's got some space. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week one, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
He'll bring it out. It's Ortega. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Longhorns will snap it on first and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Right on target this time.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got it inside the 15. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
The quarterback sneak. Sneak gets it done.
Now that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Here comes that Alabama offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. With the ball spotted outside the 35, the holder will kneel and give his kicker a shot from 53 yards out and a chance to win.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. What